Pretending is a favorite way for kids to have a lot of fun. You can find us any day being almost anyone. In a world of make-believe, it's possible to be alive. Kids will never tire of pretending what they're not.
I will be an ugly troll with green eyes and a long, crooked nose.
I will be a big billy goat gruff on my way to the green grassy hilltop to make myself fat.
And I will be the storyteller and tell you the story of 3 billy goats who were called the Billy Goats Gruff because of their gruff voices. One lovely, lazy spring morning, the 3 billy goats Gruff decided to go up to the top of the hillside where the grass was green. They weren't really hungry, mind you. They were just adventuresome, and they wanted to eat and grow fatter. So merrily they set out on the path leading across a lovely little covered bridge. They could see the deep, dark river flowing under the bridge. But what they did not see was an ugly troll with green eyes and a long, crooked nose who lived in the shadows under the bridge. All in a row, with little Billy Goat Gruff leading the way, they walked along the path singing. When the ugly troll heard little Billy Goat Gruff singing and tripping across the bridge, he roared, "Who's that singing and tripping across my bridge?" "Oh, it's only I, little Billy Goat Gruff, on my way to the green grassy hilltop to make myself fat," answered little Billy Goat Gruff in his very tiny voice. "You shouldn't be disturbing my nap with your silly singing and tripping on my bridge. I'm coming up there to gobble you up," answered the troll. "Please, Mr. Troll, don't gobble me up. I'm so little I couldn't even make half a mouthful. Wait for my next brother to come. He's right behind me, and he's much bigger than I, and will make a better dinner for you." "Well, all right, little Billy Goat Gruff. Get off my bridge and be on your way," agreed the troll. A little later, middle-sized Billy Goat Gruff came trapping across the bridge singing. "3 billy goat brothers are we, our stomachs are empty, you see. Green grass sweet is what we eat, till we're fat as we can be." "Who's that singing and trapping across my bridge?" roared the troll. "Oh, it's only I, middle Billy Goat Gruff, on my way to the green grassy hilltop to make myself fat," he answered in his middle-sized voice. "You shouldn't be singing and trapping across my bridge. Your little brother disturbed my nap with his silly singing and his tripping feet. And I've been getting angrier and hungrier while I waited for you. I'm coming up there to gobble you up," roared the troll. "Oh, please, Mr. Troll, don't gobble me up. I'm just middle-sized. I wouldn't make more than one good mouthful. My big brother is right behind me. Wait for him, and you'll have a much better dinner." Being exceedingly greedy, the ugly troll answered, "Well, all right, middle-sized Billy Goat Gruff. Get off my bridge and be on your way." In just a few minutes, before the old troll could even get back to sleep, big Billy Goat Gruff came tromping along singing. "3 billy goat brothers are we, our stomachs are empty, you see. Green grass sweet is what we eat, lovely little covered bridge just creaked and groaned because the big billy goat Gruff was so big and heavy. "Who's that singing and tromping on my bridge?" bellowed the troll. "It's I, big billy goat Gruff, going up to the green grassy hilltop to make myself fatter," said big billy goat Gruff, using his biggest, gruffest voice. The ugly troll roared, "You shouldn't be singing and tromping on my bridge. Your two brothers have kept me from my nap, and now I am madder and hungrier than ever before, and I'm ready for you. I'm gonna gobble you up." "Well, Mr. Troll, you just come right on. I'll use my horns and I'll use my feet. I'll smash your long crooked nose and throw you right off this bridge." And that's just what big billy goat Gruff did. He flew at the ugly troll and butted him smack into the middle of the river. The three billy goats Gruff kept on singing and eating and getting fatter and fatter. And so far as anyone knows, the troll has never shown his ugly face again.
Three billy goats, our stomachs are empty, you see. Green grass sweet is what we eat, till we're fat as we can be.
Now, let me tell you about one of the greatest pretenders of all times. More than 2,000 years ago, in a faraway land, a slave named Aesop became a very famous storyteller. The little stories that he told had lessons for people to think about, but he told them in such a special way that people didn't get mad. Aesop's owner enjoyed these stories so much that he gave him his freedom so that he could travel from place to place telling his stories. Have you ever heard Aesop's fable about the grasshopper and the ant? Well, one snowy day, a hungry grasshopper was watching an ant dragging some grains of food from his anthill. When he asked the ant to share his food with him, the ant answered, "Why didn't you gather and store your own food during the summer as I did?" "Oh," replied the grasshopper, "I was too busy singing and making merry with my friends during the summer." "Well then," said the ant, "you sang with your friends during the summer. You can dance with them during the winter." People listening to this story knew that Aesop's message was, you can't play all of the time. Another one of Aesop's fables is about the goose that laid golden eggs. And it was supposed to warn people to beware of being greedy. This marvelous goose was making his owner rich by laying a golden egg every day. The man became so greedy, however, that the more money he got from the eggs, the more he wanted. Alas, he decided to kill the goose so that he could take all of the treasure at once. When he cut the goose open, he found that instead of being filled with golden eggs, the dead goose was just like any other goose. Now listen closely to Aesop's next fable. See if you can decide what the lesson is. A young shepherd became bored with his job because he spent so much time alone with his sheep. So he made up a silly game to pass the time away. He would rush toward the village crying, "Wolf! Wolf!" Since the men in the village were kind and good, they would rush out with their clubs to help him. They did this several times, but found nothing except the boy and his sheep. One day, a wolf really did come out of the forest. The boy ran toward the village and cried, "Wolf! Help! Wolf!" But the villagers thought the naughty boy was playing games again, and they didn't go to help him. The boy had to stand helplessly by while the wolf had a nice feast on his sheep. Can you tell what lesson Aesop taught with this fable?
Here comes a giant, so big and gruff, he walks with a rumble and talks real tough. A rumph, a rumph, a rumph. Here comes an elfman so tiny and small, you can hardly hear him coming at all. Tippy-toe, tippy-toe, tippy-toe. Here comes a person just the right size. He's walking just fine. It's me! Surprise!
I can count, and when I'm me, I count ordinarily. I begin with number 1 and count upwards until I'm done. Nearly everything alive is counted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But when I am an astronaut, I change a bit what I've been taught and say it backwards. It's more fun to count down 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Blast off!
I would be a storybook with silly words like Dr. Seuss.
I would be a nursery rhyme, a favorite with Mother Goose. Old Mother Goose, when she wanted to wander, would ride through the air on a very fine gander.
If all the seas were one sea,
What a great sea that would be.
if all the trees were one tree,
What a great tree that would be.
and if all the axes were one axe,
What a great axe that would be.
and if all the men were one man,
What a great man that would be.
and if the great man took the great axe and cut down the great tree and let it fall into the great sea,
What a splish splash that would be. Little boy blue, come blow your horn. The sheep's in the meadow.